Oh my god. What is up, chat? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, yeah. So, oof. This is so weird. Oh, it's doing the auto lighting. Hold on now. Hold on. Blip, 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 blip. Flashbang. All right. Oh, okay. So, chat. Guess what? We got a code for Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Um, all right. Okay. All right. Oh, that's why this was. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been back to streaming, but I ordered some breakfast. Was gonna do that. I got like an hour of sleep because I went decided to play video games all night, and then I got a code for Blue Protocol, a creator code. Sick. Um, so playing some Blue Protocol, and which gotta put in a code here. How do I do the thing? Please, Discord exercise. How do you? We'll just log in with this for a second. You verify via the official site. Where's my? Signed in, but how do I? I'm looking at how to activate the code. As the accounts are manually activated, my token. Yeah, this is where do you enter your key? Did I make an A plus account? I probably should, right? Like, yeah, sorry, chat. Give me a second. I'm still trying to figure it out. Right side, there's an envelope. Aha, got it. Okay. Should I, is there a way I can make like the this account? All right. Hit key. See that right? Has been sent. Okay. Now, everybody doing this fine day. Sorry if like I'm out of it. Like I said, I only got like an hour of sleep, and we're gonna be on this all day, all freaking day. How not activated? I guess we gotta wait until activation, right? Should have done that like Yeah, hold on. Alright. Oh shit. Oh shit. I just got another code. Oh fuck. Bling blah. I'm not activated. Damn it. Well, chat, hopefully this doesn't take fucking forever. So, oh my god.
Rated with 36 viewers.
Sir, no you did no you did not. No you did not. Oh my gosh. Separate, how you doing today? Oh my gosh. He's locked in. He's locked in. Oh my gosh. Lucifer, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Sorry for there's not. Let me put on some music. Okay, alright. What's going on, everybody? My name is Squid. Dark Scorpio, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. So today we got yeah, there we go. We got a MMO anime RPG called Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It's been a game that's been in development, and like it was in development a long time ago, and then it fell out of development, and then it got bought by Bandai and Namco, and now it's out. One of the homies got me into the beta test. It's a closed beta test, but they are giving out codes if you want to. If you're looking for a beta code, you can. Okay, so they're doing a thing right now. If you go to their Discord, you go to the Blue Protocol Star Resonance Discord. There's a lucky drop bot, and you can test your luck, and you can potentially get a code. I got a creator code this morning at like 6 a.m. and I was still awake for some reason. So I've gotten like an hour of sleep. I just took a shower, I ordered food, I got plenty of Alanis. What? Oh my. Sorry, Dictopia. I don't know why that's like that. Hold on. I don't know if I should stream on it. Whap. Whap. Wait, timed out for 600 seconds? That's... Come on. Hopefully Dark Scorpio, I'm gonna have to change that. I'm so sorry. Still, I've been streaming for a long time, but still scrub. Alani Witch's Brew. See, I can't drink, I can only drink like one of those. I can drink 8 billion of these, the pink slush. It's bad, I had 2 yesterday. I had 1 2 hours ago before I went to sleep. 2 hours ago. And now I'm drinking another one. I'm so sorry, Putting away, friend. Get this. Okay. Thank you again so much, Silver. I appreciate it. But back to the blue protocol. There, you can potentially get a lucky drop. Each player can only win once. Okay, so I got my code. So I do have an extra code. I'm probably gonna put it in my guild. Which brew is the only flavor I like? Wait, what? The only flavor? There's so many. There's so many. How is that the only flavor you like? That's crazy. That's crazy. How is... You deserve it though. I'm here for 1 minute. Oh, ads. Super ads. Yeah, I appreciate you so much. I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, if we can get this activation to work, an angel. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. So if you want to join the Discord that we've made, no account not activated. Still waiting. I feel like I should probably make an A+ account. Let's go ahead and do that right now. How was everybody's day today? Hope everybody's doing well. 10. Sweet. So yeah, this came out today. This closed beta did. I'm gonna be doing this all day today. If we can get in, hopefully. I would imagine that there's a lot of people trying to get in right now. Once we get in. So I'm trying to do 80 billion things at once. Password. And it's been a while since I've streamed. It's been a week or so. Wait, God. Good. Probably shouldn't say my freaking password. Oh my God. Whose butt would I get? Whose butt do I gotta touch to not get? Do not get ads. Wait, what? Oh, somebody's here. Hello. Hold on. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm streaming right now. I'm Andrew, what's going on? So, yeah. So I'm getting the same thing. I'm getting it's not active yet. Yeah. So I've been like closing and refreshing. And I think a lot of people are. Yeah. I think a lot of people are experiencing the same. Excuse me. Let me open up a Discord here. Go pop out. So, welcome back, Uwu. So I am streaming. So just for a warning. Oh my gosh, you did not have to do that. Uwu. Coming in with the Prime, do you think?
You Woosey for 666 subscribed with Prime.
Green Finger Heart, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Not the face cam. We want Discord. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Will you say something real quick?
Hello.
Yeah, they can hear you now. Okay. Here, take Daddy Bezos sub. Big Daddy Bezos sub. Yes. This background music. Not just quiet. All right. So, yeah. So what I'm trying to do, Andrew, is basically just I registered with the A plus. So I did a verified my A plus account. So that.
Yeah, I did all that. I registered. I signed up. Registered, put in my little email verification. Signed in.
Yeah, because I did Google and I just made an A plus.
Yeah, they asked for another email verification on the game. I put in my code with the email I made for their website.
That's what I did. You know, but I can't believe I got another code.
Yeah, right?
Let me in!
Someone just asked for it in the chat.
Hey mates, if you haven't gotten a code. Wait, what? Oh yeah, yeah. Blue protocol this. Hi. I'm gonna like copy this whole message. Try the. I don't see if the homie tries the lucky draw, because if he hasn't didn't get one, that's unfortunate. But if he did, you know. Dang, he tried it. Well, you got one now. Okay, sick. I'm so excited for this, dude.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
I might try it tomorrow, so we can get a code somewhere. Okay. Let me in! Let me in! I'm kind of curious to see how long it's gonna take it to get in. Hopefully not too long. It also looks like you can only win one code per person, so you got my code, lucky drop code.
So good.
I clicked it again to see if hope I hope you get in soon. Gotta be productive. All right, Lucifer, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, beware, Rob is streaming right now.
He's streaming.
He's streaming right now, so.
Oh, I know.
I'm streaming, and they can hear you.
Yeah, dude, I got a code.
Yo, Squid, can I do the opener and do your stream?
God. Oh God. Oh God.
Yo, he's in so thought. He's like, I don't know if I want him to do this.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
One time.
I'm already streaming. What are you talking about? I already got a raid, which I appreciate again.
Just let me hit it one time. Just let me hit it one time. It's been a minute.
Just one time. Just one time.
All right, guys, you ready? Yo, what up, everybody? Thanks for watching the chat. I appreciate it. If you guys could hit that follow, subscribe button, I really appreciate that. Hit that notification bell and see if the content coming your guys' way. Love you all. Back to Squid.
A plus. A plus. Golf cut. Golf cut.
So you guys playing right now or what?
No, so wait, is it... hold on. They're saying it's only 5,000 codes and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think.
Animation?
Well, I think that's just from the event that they started like.
Squid, did you get
I
a
don't
code?
think. Yeah, I got a creator code, and then I got a the lucky drop code, and I gave it to Gale.
So is this still a mobile game too?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, they did really well with Farlight, so I'm gonna be happy if this turns out really well.
I'm excited. I'm
We met some cool people on here.
excited to do that. Just... let me in! Let me in!
Yeah, I still haven't gotten in yet. Damn it.
Account not activated. Verify official site. It's already verified. Verify me. Do it now. Yeah, chat. Yeah, chat. This is what I'm gonna be on for a little while. I'm back on City Life with Burt McGurkin. I haven't been streaming on that just because I've been lacking. I've been lacking and slacking. You know, mental health stuffs, but doing better now. Doing better. Actually, hold on. I got to see. Actually, on the wait, one stop away. Sick. Okay, checked it just in time. So yeah, I got food on the way. Because I have some food here, but I don't feel it. And we got a deal. So, we're gonna wait, probably eat until Star accepts us. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. I guess what we could do is look at some hoodie. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the Discord. Chat, stuff like that. Anyone saw this? Already activated. Huh, wait a minute, and I made it? Okay, yeah, so basically we just gotta wait for the activation, I think. And then in the meantime, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and watch some, do some gameplay, class news, and stuff like that. Just to get in the mind frame. I also have been watching anime to kind of get in the mind frame. I guess what we can do. Why is that so shocking? Oh. Let me just go to YouTube, I guess. Start. Damn. Oh, not activated. Boo. I'm just gonna keep trying over and over again. All right. The undefinite right here. Wow. So I had to say. Shit. Okay. I'm just gonna keep on trying to log in. What happened to my bit rate? Why's my bit rate dying?
What time was it supposed to start?
What? test, the beta test.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe 8 a.m. local time. Whatever time that is for you, I'm pretty sure. But I would imagine like with something like this, it's gonna take a second to get accounts verified and like that. Hopefully, it doesn't take the 12 hours like it's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
You know,
At least 10 days, I think.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have so much fun with each other.
dude, it's gonna be crazy.
With each other.
I just hope.
I love how Squid just didn't acknowledge. He's like, okay, moving on.
Fun with each other.
Squid, is this a no cursing channel? Like, are you family friendly?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Jesus.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
No, I mean just try to limit the craziness. Like honestly, I like yeah like that's a little much on that side.
That's like private tweet, like private. They gotta pay for that kind of subscription.
Yeah, that's the battle pass subscription.
One second, guys.
Okay. So I think here's Eric's gaming. We play Blue Protocol, Star Resonance Beta, all classes, housing, and MMORPG features.
Yeah, I gotta see who's on right now. So it says verify on the website. How do you do that? It's already verified.
Did you put in the code on the verification thing?
Yep. Went to the website, signed into my account, clicked the little envelope, put in the code, and the code worked because I can't use it anymore. It says it's
Yeah. So now you just gotta wait until they activate your account. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Display capture audio. Display capture.
And the next we're just chilling by the
Okay, there we
lake
go.
fishing. So this could be the anime MMO we've all. Hey guys, it's Paradise, and if huge boss fights, lively player hubs, and a world that's actually worth exploring sounds like your thing, then you're in the right place. In this game, 1 minute you're taking down a massive boss with your squad, and the next you're just chilling by the lake fishing. So this could be the anime MMO we've all been waiting for. We've been able to jump in and get proper hands-on with the game. Plenty of hours in to see what it's really about. So a huge thanks to the Star Resonance team for sponsoring this one and letting us sink time in so we can break down the features and give you a heads up of what you can do in the game. If you want to jump in for yourself and check out the game, hit the pre-registration link below to grab early access and be one of the first to play. Now let's get into everything
first to play.
what Star Resonance is. If you're seeing it for the first time, this is Star Resonance, a brand new...
Okay, so honestly, I've never heard of this before Jay said anything about it. But he basically told me like, hey, it's an anime MMORPG. And I play WoW. I've played WoW and I put numerous countless of hours into WoW and it's kind of disgusting. But and I for some reason I go back every year. They keep pulling me back. But this is an anime MMORPG with housing. You can like switch classes super easily apparently. And I'm excited because I like anime. I'm a nerd, half the Asian. Okay, so my Asian side's like and I'm super excited for this because you get to play an anime essentially. Like, what? Who doesn't want to do that? Order's complete. Give me. I'm gonna let you guys watch this, and I will be right back. Ninja Dust.
Want a mix of high energy combat and slower, more social moments. It's all set in a vibrant anime-inspired world, designed to feel immersive whether you're battling in the dungeons or just hanging out in town. From our time testing, the combat feels fast and fluid, especially if you're into other action games. Some classes even come packed with the good stuff: invincibility frames on dodges, satisfying perfect evades, and bosses that actually keep you on your toes. Outside of the fights, there are life skills that mix things up with minigames like fishing, crafting, cooking, and gathering. Even from booting the game up and making your first character, you have a ton of options. In the character creator, you can tweak everything from the body type and skin tone to facial details and hairstyles, and every class is available from the start, so you can make your character your own. There's also an awesome video where one of the developers made a character inspired by the lead character in one of the popular anime series, and 26 made a character that looks like one of his favorites. Now, because this is a proper MMORPG, social play is a big part of the design.
Got some bagels, bagels.
We've seen lively player hubs packed with other players, group activities that require teamwork, and dungeons built to be tackled together, which for
Where
us
is
what
my
MMOs are all
headband?
about. Now, if that sounds good and you're wondering where and when you can play it, well, Star Resonance is currently in beta, but it will be launching globally in 2025 on PC and mobile. During our time testing, most of our time was taken up by grinding out our classes, as we love to level up and get more powerful. I personally picked the Wind Knight, which is an awesome class that focuses on flashy aerial attacks. I was especially surprised by how cool some of the abilities were, especially the ones you unlock later on with jumps, spear throws, and slams. It was a blast. The game has quite a few active abilities you can have, as well as being able to summon NPC creatures and characters to aid you in combat, making it feel like you have a lot of options. Speaking of options, this wasn't the only class we tried.
Become a hunter, essentially, like
Of swords and katanas, well, it meant there was only really one choice for him: the Stormblade. Much like the Wind Knight, it's packed with flashy, satisfying abilities. The core mechanic revolves around chaining basic and special attacks to fill gauges, so you can then unleash huge bursts of damage. And once you unlock the final ability, you even get access to a counter move. Both of the classes felt different from each other, and each class has its own style and skills that you can spec into and build out. Even after picking, if you feel like another class looks better to you or is more your style, you can switch later on and level that up. The classes available on launch are the Heavy Guardian, your classic frontline tank to soak up damage and keep enemies locked on them. The Shield Knight plays a similar role, but leans more into self-sustain, and even some DPS if you
I think we got a really good group here.
tank.
I think
Dealers,
we got different classes, you know, spread out, so
high damage combos, while the Wind Knight uses
we're gonna have a good party
with quick, fluid attacks and flashy aerial moves. The Marksman is your ranged precision option, and you can fight alongside a Wolf or Falcon companion for extra damage and mobility. On the magic side, the Frost Mage can play for consistent damage over time or burst damage builds, while the Verdant Oracle mixes nature magic with healing and offensive skills for a hybrid support role. And then
see, that's what I'm wondering, like, if obviously you can play the same class, right? But I'm wondering if the specs, like the skill trees, if they're different enough to where if you have two, or say the Shield Knights, if essentially you could spec one for, you know, just full on damage, and then have one for full on tanking. Like, I wonder if it's still viable, because like in WoW they have, you know, the warrior. One can be, you know, just a full out just shit brick house tank. And then you can have Fury and Arms, both of which they do DPS. So I'm wondering if it's similar to that. And if it is, that's sick.
And there's the Soul Musician, using music-based attacks to buff, heal, and deal damage all
Hey,
at
can someone
once.
answer me a question? Because I've been trying to keep it as a surprise for myself. But like, is the character creation gender locked, like to classes?
I do not believe so. I believe you can. So I believe it's like you make your character and then you can switch between classes with that character. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out.
Ability menu, you can unlock new skills, upgrade your existing ones, and swap abilities around to match your playstyle. And then there's the talent system, letting you spec into different paths, doubling down on damage, leading into survivability, and focusing on utility and support.
Exactly what I was talking about. Hell yeah.
Gear and endgame items that enhance your stats and abilities. Now, the open world in Star Resonance is one of those places where you set out to do one thing and end up getting sidetracked for an hour because of all the cool things to encounter. We were just minding our own business when we stumbled across a world boss hiding in a pack of local enemies, and yes, it did absolutely clap us. But if you're actually ready for it, you can track down these elite and rare enemies through the Monster Hunt
What?
menu and make a proper hunt out of it. It's not just bosses as
Yeah,
well, you can
okay.
get random events that kick off. One minute you're doing a parkour race, and the next you're in a timed challenge with a completely different objective. We had one that sent us into a parkour.
No, hold on. You get a little piglet mount?
Minutes later, we've been on a full-blown.
Look at this little piglet.
You're in a timed challenge with
Look at him.
Different
little piglet boy.
Parkour.
It's like a little. Oh my god! Look at him.
Kick off. 1 minute you're doing a.
I need one. I freaking need one. Look at him.
Parkour.
Just look at him.
Race, and the next you're in a timed
Oh my
challenge with a
god.
completely different objective. We had one
Also, Jay told me that, or showed me in the original the protocol that you can get like a
the map is pretty sizable too, with plenty of
fuck
different
like a
zones.
Kitsune.
Even just the city
And
and
I need
area
it.
are
I need it.
packed with things to do. From mini games to side activities and little distractions. If you're someone that loves exploring, there is a ton of stuff to do here. Now, exploring the open world isn't just about walking from point A to B, as Star Resonance actually makes getting around fun. One of the coolest surprises was the wind-themed traversal system, as you don't commonly get fast-paced traversal systems in MMOs. However, you can ride gusts of wind to reach high places, glide across open
Damn, this is a good glider.
jumps, or wall climbs to reach certain spots. This is really cool, as some of the side quests and collectibles are tucked away in places you can only reach by using the wind system or parkour system properly. We ended up spending a good chunk of time just
Parkour system? Oh, dude, it's game over. I'm jumping all over the place. You kidding me?
Or just a cool view that you would miss if you stuck to the
Dude.
main paths. Then there's this little guy and other.
Look at him. I need him. Little Borlet. Little pig boy. I need the little pig boy. Bro, what? Mech Golem? Do you see that? What the fuck?
Paths. Then there's this little guy and
Piglet.
other wacky mounts with different designs.
These are mounts, dude. A mini golem. Look at that thing. Just look at that thing. Bro, you look at the thing around, it's whooping your ass.
Mounts with different designs, and as soon as you get them, they make traversing across the bigger zones way less of a wacky mounts.
Hold on. Royal horse? He's like a bird beak. That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
And
Giant golem.
as soon as you
I need this. Look at, bro. An Inferno Doombane? What? Excuse me, what?
get them, they make traverse.
Is that a little smile fish?
As soon as you get them, they make.
Ooh. Shimmering beauty fish. Yo, it's like that one fish, the one fish book, the colorful fish book. That's what he is.
Traversing across the bigger zones way less of a slog. For the actual content though, there are structured challenges like dungeons with multiple difficulty settings, and we actually went through a couple of them and they are a blast. Bosses have mechanics that actually make you pay attention, and the scaling difficulty means you can run them casually or really push yourself. But if you want to break from all the fighting, there's plenty of life skills that let you slow down without feeling like you've stopped progressing. We spent time fishing by the lakes and jumping into botany.
No grinding activities. Me. Things all I like to do.
Find ore veins out in the wild, then crack them open for materials that you'll actually use later. The nice thing is these aren't just like throwaway side activities. The materials you gather feed directly into crafting, upgrades, and even some quests.
Okay.
Reason to do them. For example, you need to gather materials to unlock the player housing system, which leads us into this next feature. This is one area we didn't expect to sink so much time into. It's the housing system. It's honestly
I'm excited for this
game tucked inside of an MMO. After playing a while, you unlock your own private island, and from there it's completely yours to design. You can farm, collect resources, and fully
What?
design your house. It's actually crazy how in-depth this goes as well. If
What?
you've played MMOs before, you know there's always downtime while you're waiting for your friends to get ready, and having a space you can decorate, customize, and fill with the cool stuff you've earned is a perfect way to kill that time. And of course, you can invite your friends over to show it off too. Then there are
What?
guilds, which take
Bro.
the idea of having your
My house is gonna be crazy. My house is gonna go crazy.
own space and scaling it up for your whole crew. You can set up a guild hub, upgrade it over time, and even add personal touches. Guilds have their own challenges, giving you access to proper reasons to keep working together beyond just running dungeons. Even in the beta with only 2 of us, it was easy to see how much life this could add in for bigger groups. We also really like that you can add guild pictures onto the wall. Well, that's just a slice
What?
of what we got to experience
awesome.
in Blue Protocol Star Resonance, and honestly, it already feels like one of those MMOs with a ton to do between the high energy combat, all of the side activities, and those social features. There's always something pulling you into doing just one more thing before you log off. Now, the game is set for a global launch in 2025 on PC and mobile, and if you're into worlds that mix together intense battles
see if
with
it
a
works.
ton of ways to relax and hang out, this could be one to watch. And before we wrap up, don't forget to hit the pre-registration link below.
Also,
you can snag
I got a new chair.
access and be one of the first to
So I've been using a
in.
fucking folding chair for
Here
like the
at
last year and a
Arrow
half.
We're 2 friends who
Finally
love
got a
to
new
play
chair.
games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 2-6.
Our goal
Come on,
is to
come
keep
on.
this as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with
Very
high
sad.
quality videos.
So
Okay. So we've seen a little bit of what's to come. Hey, look, it's me. Look, it's me. It's me. Played 20 hours of Blue Protocol.
Blue Protocol Star Resonance is finally at global. The beta is.
I mean, I'm always cool down. I'm always down for tips and tricks.
5 a.m. PST time, and it's gonna last for at least 10 days. Now, I have been playing Blue Protocol Star Resonance on the Chinese servers for basically since release, and I'm here to tell you some tips or tricks that will help you through your enjoyment and your journey in the beta. Now, the first tip that I'm going to be giving you guys is that there's no rush to play the beta. Blue Protocol Star Resonance is a very time-gated and a very daily-gated game. The main story quests unlock day by day, and it's where majority of your EXP come from, and so you're going to be very level capped. On the first day, you can reach level 20, the second day you can get to like level 26, the third day like 32, and then 36, and so on, and you only are going to be able to play a little bit every day, so there's no rush to like grind like 10 hours on the first day, because you actually won't be able to have 10 hours worth of content on the first day. The max level cap is
That's what you say.
60, and side quests are not required technically, but because these give EXP, you're gonna be behind.
I'm doing all the side quests.
You don't do side quests, and you just simply have to do the daily to get EXP instead. The same go with dungeons. On the first day, you're gonna only have access to one dungeon, and that's gonna be the Goblin Dungeon. And then the dungeon will slowly unlock over time, same with your character progress and level. On the second day, you'll have access to the Tina dungeons and so on. There will be more and more dungeons that unlock throughout the week as the closed beta move on. There's no need to grind too hard, in my opinion. Like, you can just play a little bit to experience the game. Overall, because of that, I'll suggest simply play the game at your own pace. There's no need to like grind, there's no need to rush anything. Simply enjoy the game at your own pace is going to be the best way of experiencing the beta. If you're trying to learn stuff about the game, then be sure to subscribe to the channel though, because I'll be uploading a tons of guide when the game actually come out for Blue Protocol.
Dude, I'm getting in and straight just grinding. Like, I don't.
Kind of do if you're trying to like keep up the pace is going to be your battle pass daily quest. Now the quest is kind of hidden, but you can actually find it under the seasonal menu, which is the first button at the very top, and then you click on this, and there's going to be these daily quests here that fill up your bar. This is important to do because this gives you EXP, and this is going to be your secondary source of EXP, and missing these daily quests mean you're going to be slightly behind in level. It is not that big of a deal because they'll eventually introduce cash up mechanics to get you double EXP, maybe even triple EXP. However, for the purpose of if you're trying to like play
double and triple EXP, let's go.
Offer, you will have to keep up with the daily quests to make sure you're up to level. So doing these daily quests is very important. The daily quest is pretty easy to do. You can just like do whatever and fill up to the point. For example, like one of the daily quests is literally just type like 3 times in the chat. So I can just type 1, 2, 3, and you can see this finished this daily quest here, and it gave me 25 points. By the way, if you're wondering about this little guy at the bottom right, this is actually my VTuber, and you can find out more on my VTuber channel Toot and YouTube.
Hey, stop playing with your fanny pack. You need the Bearskin Tactical Hoodie 4.0.
Oh, don't.
That being said, I think the greatest use of the Blue Protocol Star Resistance Beta, other than learning about the game a little more, is going to be to test out classes that
Okay.
you actually want to play. Blue Protocol
Thanks, Scorpio. Welcome back.
8 available class, and all of these are going to be playable.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Most importantly, is
Oh, that
each class is gonna
burger
have 2
bagel was
sub-play
delicious.
styles. So, for example, on the archers, there's going to be the wolf playstyles where you summon a wolf, or the falcon playstyles where you summon a falcon instead. That makes a total of 16 different playable styles in the game right now. Every class comes with a primary talent page where you have to first max out everything in here before you can select a subclass in here.
Oh, okay.
Unlocked around level 33 if I remember properly, so you won't be able to play a subclass on the first or even the second day, and the earliest you can switch into a subclass might be even the 3rd day or the 4th day if you're behind in EXP or talent point.
Okay.
Now you're gonna hear people tell you that you'll be able to play all the
Yo, welcome
classes
back.
one character, you can switch
You
class
get in
at
yet?
any time. However, while this is true, this is like
No, but I will
beta,
check.
this is not feasible in the
Game.
actual game. There's simply too many class-bound resources that it's almost impossible to switch class. Once you have decided on playing a class and you start pumping the resource in, specifically stuff like talent book, which are by class, you almost never have enough resource to level a second class. So in the actual game, you'll never ever switch class just because you'll never have the ability to level your other class. So the end result is that you can only actually focus on one class. So people who tell you that, oh, you can switch class at any time, this is not right because you'll be so far behind when you switch class to the point where it is unplayable. You pretty much just have to pick one class and be locked in. And this is why trying out classes
But it linked it.
I gotta play something else, and I'm gonna drive myself crazy.
I might have to as well.
What else do you play?
Well, I just got yo, lurking and making breakfast. Nice. Okay, Dark Scorpio. I just had some breakfast too. Bagels and hash brown. City Life, so GTRP. I just downloaded Schedule 1 for the homies. Peak. I just got Peak. That's pretty fun. Human Fall Flat. Like I play a lot of.
That's cool.
Depends on how I'm feeling. Wow.
No Warframe, man. No Warframe.
I tried it a little bit. I've tried Soul Frame. but it's two non-linear, linear.
Oh yeah, Soul Frag's
You-
just real. But what about Wolf Rag?
Like I said, I tried it a long time ago. It's just, yeah,
No, not for you.
and like I need something that's more like there's too many options in that game for me. Like I get overwhelmed, you know.
Oh,
This is so important
you're
during
one
the
of
beta
them.
because you really
Yeah,
need to decide
yeah.
on which class you actually
I was
want
one
to
of
play.
them.
And considering the fact that you could
Not
unlock
anymore.
I was one of them
class
until I wasn't.
during the beta, it make trying
I
class out
found
much,
it was
much
just
easier.
easier for me to parse everything.
The same
So
kind
instead of just
apply
looking
for
at the big picture
subclasses
as a
as
whole,
well.
I just
Technically, you could switch subclass
compartmentalized
anytime,
everything
and
I
it is
needed.
easier to switch
Yeah.
into an entirely
Set
new
little goals
class.
for yourself,
But the
and it
problem with
becomes a
switching
lot
to
easier.
different subclass is that a lot of things are starting to be
Yeah,
bound
well,
toward your main subclass.
everything
Aside
all
from
at once,
skill
okay.
and talent point, one of the things that's actually
Yeah,
going to be
well,
very
that's how
bound
you get
in the future
overwhelmed,
is going
buddy.
to be Ray gear.
For a little savings,
Oh, we came in
Specialist
second
Miller
place?
buys
Holy
in bulk.
shit.
For a lot of savings, she bundles her home and auto insurance with USAA. Putting more money back
Get up
in your
here, dude.
pocket? That's what we're made for.
Yo.
Call for a quote.
Kiwi, come on. Little wiggle. Little wiggle.
With Udemy, there's a world of
There's
possibility.
no. Shut up, you to me. I don't care about that. I don't care.
Recently just got the 20-man Ray and introduced Ray gear, and Ray gear are
Okay.
categorized by subclass. So this, for example, is a archer bow, but this is actually the wolf archer bow. There's a secondary falcon archer bow that give different stat, and this one give crit and crit damage, while the wolf bow give mastery, range damage, and speed. And so you're going to be locked into playing a specific subclass in the future. So again, it's important to decide which play styles you want to play, and make sure you only work on building one subclass when the game actually come out. When you eventually hit level 30, there's going to be a side quest that award you this thingy, and this thingy allow you to unlock a new class, and you get one of these for free. So every single characters can have 2 class unlocked. If you are a healer player or you're a tank player, I'll suggest also unlocking a DPS class for purpose like leveling through the story or just farming mobs in general. In fact, a very worthy consideration if you're playing a healer is to actually start by doing a DPS class to level for the main story quest, and then eventually switch to healer later on when you are doing endgame content. So if you're someone who is planning on playing tank or healer, you could consider using the beta to figure out which other DPS class you want to play. Now, this raises another question: is tank or healer important in this game? And the answer is yes, especially in Ray. Tank and healer are pretty much mandatory in this game for endgame content, and you're heavily incentivized to group a formal balanced party involving at least a tank and a healer when it comes down to dungeon as well. So tank and healer are very, very important, so feel free to play these class. You can get more of these things in the cash shop by spending Bound Rose Orb currency. These are premium currency that you can earn through in-game activity like opening chests and stuff like that. However, they are quite important to save later on for your gear progression, because you're going to be able to buy material using this premium Bound Orb currency. So when the game actually eventually do release, you want to be spending majority of these currencies on material to progress your characters. For the purpose of beta, you can spend it on this item here to unlock all the class, or a class, to try out every single one of them, which is what I would encourage you to do. However, be sure to save these premium bound currency during the actual release for important material. Another thing about the bound Rose Orb currency is that you can actually spend them on the Imagi gachas. There's going to be an Imagi gacha within town right here, and you can gacha for Imagi, which are basically battle summon. Now, just to clarify, Blue Protocol Star Resonance is
Hold
not
on now.
a
Oh, there we go.
game.
Okay.
It is a
There we go.
proper MMO, and if you're a free-to-play player, you never ever touch this gacha. This gacha is a complete bait. You never touch this unless you're pay to win, with the exception of if you're a healer. If you're a healer or maybe even a tank player, it's actually worth considering going for this green-haired chick, just because this
God damn it.
lets you revive your teammate. So you heard that right. This summon basically lets you revive your teammate who are dead. And so basically,
Damn it.
if you're a healer and you're like, well, my team sucks and I heal them and they still die, guess what? You can just revive them. It's kind of pay to win, and the only way to get access to this is through the gachas. Fortunately, you could spend bound gross up currency in the gachas, so this is something to be careful of. During the beta, you can spend all of these regardless, because it's not actually going to matter, so you can just kind of pull on the gachas to see how it feels. But during the actual game, this is something to be mindful of when it comes down to paying attention to where you're spending your premium bound gross up currency. I'll make a separate video addressing all the concern you might have around the gachas, how it works. Is it pay to win? Is it important? What do you get? Like, I'm just gonna do a poll right now because you kind of get in-game pool for free.
Flex Jobs is the #1 job site.
And I got garbage. Well, anyway, once again, be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Garbage.
Protocol Star Residence video if you want to learn more about the gachas. I also are planning on streaming this game on Twitch regularly, so follow me over there if you want to ask me questions live. I'm planning on being completely free to play in the actual release to see how far I can take the characters, so you should check it out to follow my journey over there. Another thing to pay attention during the beta is going to be costume for those RP enjoyers. Blue Protocol Star Resident has a lot of costume available in the game, and they are very freely customizable. You can change the color to like a very high level of degree, but the problem is that it will cost you these materials to change it. So it's not free to change the color, it will cost you die, and there's many costumes to choose from, each of them with their own component that you can change colors, and people have came up with very creative costumes that you can probably find around in the town squares and stuff like that. That being said, some of the costumes are going to be free to play accessible, while some other costumes are pay only. You're going to be able to tell which one is what by looking at this icon. This icon is the premium currency icon, but it doesn't have a chain on it, so this is going to be a pay-only costume. While some other costume like this one, it also costs the 2,000 premium currency, but this one has a chain symbol on it, so you'll be able to spend the bound version of this one instead to buy the costume, and so therefore these costumes are free to play accessible. And overall, I would say there's a good amount of free to play accessible costume. You just have to figure out like what combination you want, how to properly dye them and stuff like that to get a cosmetic to eat. And again, since these cost premium currency that are very hard to earn, this is going to be a good opportunity to use your beta currency on, because they can get refunded anyway, to figure out what kind of costume, what combination of colors and stuff you want. There's also going to be the gacha costume available at the final end, but this is kind of obtainable as a free to play, because you can spend in-game currency to get the bound version to get the costume. It's infeasible, but it's not impossible. That's something you have to decide as well. So I'll be uploading costume video on YouTube. I think I already have actually. So if you want to check out what available costume there are in the game, definitely check out those videos. My most important tips and tricks in Blue Protocol Star Residence is that it's going to be enjoy your time. This game is very time gated. It is mostly really casuals. A lot of things are daily or even weekly gated like Ray, and you don't really have to like play a lot every day, maybe just like 30 minutes to an hour, and for the most part you can keep up pretty easily. Of course, optionally you can grind more, get a little ahead, but for the most part during the beta you don't have to go hard at all. I'll be making a tons of guys, so you don't have to, but I'm going to. Just
I'm gonna have the best house.
Everything when the game eventually do come out. So with that being said, see you guys on Blue Protocol Star Residence beta. That being said, subscribe. Bye.
What's your worst assignment horror?
I was playing 20 hours.
Welcome back. Today we got a special early look at Blue Protocol Star Resonance. This is an upcoming MMORPG officially releasing to the West later this year.
See what the Discord's saying.
It combines many traditional MMO features. You got open zones, there's group content with
I'm seeing what the Discord's saying.
boss fights and raids, along with plenty of side activities, social events, and areas to explore, all with this Japanese anime styling and plenty of anime story in it to boot. Now for the upcoming release, they held held a special preview event and have sponsored today's video. If you are interested in anything that you see here today, there is links available below. I got to play about 15
Dang, they're
hours,
going
which
through.
I'm
Oh my
certainly
gosh.
far from anywhere near finishing the game, not even close, but it did give me a nice
They're
introduction to many
activating each account individually.
features, content, and activities, and that is what we're going to be taking a look at here today. So let's jump in and check out Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It all starts, of course, with character creation. You get to pick how you look. There's tons of different customization options here with sliders for all of the usual stuff. You got your face, your body proportions, your hair, and the various coloring of everything in between. They've also got a few presets. You can kind of pick one of these as where you're going to start, and then further tailor things from there however you like. Now, after deciding how you want your character to look, it's time to pick a class, and there's actually quite a few options here. The game has a fair lot of choices. These are broken up into 3 separate categories. It's essentially the Holy Trinity. They refer to them as guard, support, and attack. In other words, this is your tank.
I'm pretty sure you already gave out the code, right?
So for attack, there is the Marksman, the Frost Mage, the Wind Knight, and the Storm Blade. Support has Verdant Oracle, as well as the Soul Musician. And then for guard,
you got one for being a partner, like the content creator.
I went with the last option there, picking the Shield Knight as to my eye.
He did.
Basically looked like a paladin theming character.
We both got them at like the same time this morning.
And then I was off. Me and my character jumped into the
I
game.
meant like an extra
begin
code.
with you waking up in
Oh yeah, we'll have to see if he gets a code from his lucky drop.
Acts as the central hub.
Oh, is that what it was?
So I got the creator code, and then they did like the lucky drop, and I clicked it, and I got a code.
Numerous activities. You're going to regularly be coming back to
So I got the creator one, and then just a regular one.
with the game, not only for quests, but also just the various things you want to do. So you wake up to immediately be tasked with assisting some friends with a problem that they're having. Big surprise. You're going to be spending then the next handful of hours progressing through the main story quest, meeting all sorts of new characters and unraveling mysteries.
So it's in the
while also
Discord,
being
the Blue Protocol
introduced to
Discord,
new
and then
systems and content
I
types
see Lucky
while
Drop.
being sent out into these open explorable spaces. Now, beyond its visuals, the game takes heavy inspiration from anime in its storytelling as well. You've got a lot of
keys
cutscenes
left for
with all these
today.
over-the-top moments, crazy dramatic boss battles, and loads of dialogue between characters. Even during one-off side missions, there's a lot of back and forth between you and the NPCs you're speaking with. In fact, I think for like the first 3 or 4 hours, it almost felt like playing a single-player anime story-driven game, more so than it being an
There's
MMO.
only a limited
Although
amount
that
of codes
quickly
for the
changed
day.
after completing the main story quest of the first region, when things just really opened up.
Damn,
and I kind of
within
felt
an
like I had more
hour
free roam
already,
to
it's
just do all
out?
the different
Fuck.
types of contents. But yeah,
Oh
there's
my
a lot
God,
of
lucky
anime
that.
storytelling here. If you're into that, there's certainly plenty on offer. But again,
I
it
tried to
is
post
an
that shit
MMO
in
as
the
well, and
in the
with that
group chat
comes
as soon
a
as I
rather
saw
large
it.
assortment of content types and things to do. So let's take a look at those. Starting with like the game's structure.
That's crazy.
So this is what I would refer to as an open zone game. You've got multiple large zones to explore, and each of those individual zones are open. There's a lot of verticality and depth to the space, but there are loading screens as you move from one zone to the next. So you got your big major town, that's all open, and then you're going to load into the first adjacent zone. Then you've got that big adjacent zone, which is all open, with several exits leading directly to other zones adjacent to that one that have a loading screen before you're back in an open space. Now, the large capital city, this is again a very big space. It's got all your major vendors and NPCs for the questing, the profession, as well as queuing.
It could very well take 12 hours. That's oof.
Connected to that main city, the
Oof.
first zone is Asteria Plains, and then off of Asteria Plains, you've got Windhowl Canyon, Everfall Forest, Dust Eye Woods, and then located off to the side somewhere like in the
so how
ocean
many
is
keys
the Skimmer's Lair. Now, in addition to the main story quest, there's also a whole bunch of side stories, guide stories, world stories, region stories, and event quests, along with the slew of content types and various objectives and tasks that you have. All of this takes you throughout the open zone. So you're going out there to go through the main story quest, and in the process you might come across some side content activities or just fight some NPCs that are out there populating the space. But then also all of these different types of content are located at particular spots. But before we jump into the content types, I want to reiterate here that these zones have a whole lot of verticality. There's a lot of height and depth and
Let me at.
and to go along with that, the game actually has quite a lot of different traversal options for navigating the space. So you don't just have a single jump, you don't just have a double jump, you can actually do 5 simultaneous jumps, one after the other. Then in addition to that, you've got the ability to dash, you can run up walls, you can also hang from the walls just by stopping mid-run, you've got the ability to hover mid-air, and the game has a gliding slash flying mechanic. It's mostly gliding, but there are various updrafts and wind tunnels that essentially have you given the ability to fly across the map, or at the very least, you can take an updraft really high and then glide your way down using some momentum to get to pretty much wherever you want. But then also, they've got like this sprinting...
Yep.
At one point, as you're going through the progression, you eventually unlock this. And the way it works is like once you land, there is a bar that fills up. And if you time it properly, this is going to propel you up and forward, giving you momentum. And then when you land again, there is another bar. And again, you time it properly within the sweet spot. You hit jump again, and you're going to go flying, and you're going to do a somersault, and you're going to leap forward. It's a really interesting way to handle traversal rather than just like having a walking speed and then a flat sprinting speed. They have like a sprinting slash jumping mini game. Once you unlock it, you're constantly engaging.
That's
with
crazy.
It. You're never just
doing
cool.
They
The normal
have,
sprint. Like there is a walk speed
only
and a
one
sprint speed, but
guy
eventually once you unlock this mini game, the whole time
Oh,
you're
shit.
moving, you're doing this mini game of trying to time the bar and jumping forward because it just makes you so much faster. There are also mounts in the game. Now I only had access to the starter mount, but presumably some of these mounts will be much
apparently
faster
it's just
maybe
an
than the
intern
sprinting
though.
jumping mini game, and eventually you'll just use those. And then to go along with all of these different, like, because again, you've got a 5 jump ability, you've got dashing, wall running, hovering, flying, gliding, the updrafts, and then the sprinting mini game that has you jumping and leaping forward. So you got a lot of traversal options here, and with that, there are various traversal challenges in the game. You'll just come across these little yellow orbs, and when you interact with them, it basically starts the mini game where you go around collecting the yellow orbs. They're going to take you up, over, and around things, having you crossing gaps and flying areas or whatever. Collect all the orbs, get yourself a prize at the end. This is just something you come across as you're exploring. Also, while exploring, there are a lot of different collectibles in the environment. You're going to see treasure chests of different rarities all over the place. And then there are also gathering professions with ores, plants, and gems that you're going to find. Although you can't initially harvest these, you actually have to unlock them in the life skills profession. You basically have a currency, you spend that currency to pick what life skills that you want to focus on. Now, being an action MMO, there is, of course, combat in the game. It's an action-based combat game. You've got a basic attack plus whatever your class's several abilities are. Now, once again, I picked what was basically the Paladin class, or as it's referred to here as the Shield Knight. It is a defensive-focused tanking class that uses a sword and a shield. So beyond the basic attack, I have, for example, a Shield Bash, which would increase my defenses. I have a Cleave attack that does damage in an area in front of me, but also builds up my class's resources. And then I've also got the ability to throw a shield that spins around me, damaging anything it hits. I can use some of my class resource to drop a consecration effect on the ground. This not only damages enemies, but also heals myself or any allies standing within it. And then I have an ultimate, which just basically drastically increases both my tankiness as well as allowing me to dish out more damage in a window of time. Now, those are the abilities that I'm currently using, but there is a larger list. I would say about double that, or maybe a third of what I'm actively using of other potential abilities that I could also be using. You just only have so many slots that you can fill, so you pick the abilities that you want, and then all of that stuff can be further leveled and enhanced, but we'll get to that in progression. Now, beyond your basic attack and your class abilities, you also have the ability to call forth the spirit of creatures that you've captured, basically, with each of them having their own unique attacks and abilities. There's a large roster of these potential collectible creatures. They're basically just new abilities, but the animation is you're summoning a creature, and the creature itself does the ability for you. Now, let's get into the content. Like I said, there's a lot of different content types and activities, things to do in this game. All of it basically works towards power progression, with the different types of content granting rewards, currencies, and resources that will fuel into the many various progression paths that this game has. Remember, it is a free-to-play MMO, So you can expect a lot of progression, a lot of resources, a lot of grinding that fuels into all of that stuff. And engaging in the different content types gives you different rewards depending on what it is you're trying to pump up, more or less here. Okay, so for content types, first we've got the Bureau commissions. These are just basically like daily quests. They ask you to complete different challenges, mini games, and or combat encounters. Now these activities will actually be out in the open zones at some set location. So you first accept the commission and then you head to the location where you will either engage with some NPC or some object that is at the marked area, and then that begins the event. Some examples of events that I've done are like dodge the robots. You got robots coming at you from every direction. You have to try to avoid getting hit, or crossing invisible bridges. These are actually kind of one of my favorites. You're going to be like, you're going to be up in the sky. There will be a path in front of you, but you will only see certain
that's cool.
blocks, and then periodically the entire bridge will light up where you can see how it actually, where it actually is, and then it will go invisible again, and you'll have to remember where those tiles were. So you don't have to around. And then there's also just like basic combat encounters where it's going to ask you to fight off waves of enemies and then defeat a boss at an end. Either survive this or try to do it quickly within a set time period. Now beyond those bureau commissions, you also have what is called Unit X, this research facility. Sounds a little convoluted. It's really just a building where you can queue up for dungeon runs and or boss fights. So this building is located in the main city, kind of like to the northwest a little bit. And it's just, yeah, you can directly load into the game's various dungeon runs and boss encounters. So while I was playing, there were 6 static dungeons on the top of the platform, and you just walk up.
Oh, we got an ad in 30
seconds.
seconds.
You pick to run that particular dungeon. You'll then select the difficulty that you want from 3 different options, and then you will load in. One nice feature they have is you can actually matchmake to get real other players, or if you want to load in solo, you'll just be given a group of AI companions. So if I was running in as a tank and I queued in solo, and then I just got like a few damage dealers and a healer automatically tossed into my party, and we just.
Hey, if you want to get rid of your beer belly
What
in
the
time for
fuck?
summer, check this out. Hey, Dr. Drew, do you
did the dungeon, right? I didn't have to wait for a queue, didn't have to wait for other real people or whatever. They're fairly typical MMO dungeon encounters. You clear through various rooms, taking out trash packs of enemies, and then there's some final boss fight at the very end. The dungeons themselves are also there. They are out in the world, like they have static locations in each of the game's zones. In fact, you will first encounter and run these dungeons while you're playing through the main story quest, but then after that, you can just freely load into them directly from this Unit X building in the town. And then also in the front of the facility, so on the top platform are the entrances to the dungeons, but on the front was these rotating encounters referred to as unstable space, and these offered what appear to be enhanced challenge versions of one of
that dude looks crazy.
Or just a single boss encounter that you can queue up for some bonus extra rewards. Then they've got what they refer to as Stimmin Vaults. This is basically a tower climb challenge. There are both solo and group variants here. This consists of 6 separate floors of ever-increasingly difficult encounters. The floors unlock as each season progresses, so I think it's by the week. The first 2 weeks, there's like 20 floors available, and then it goes up to the 40 and the 60. So you go through, you clear a floor before the timer expires, and then you're able to progress into the next one. And again, this can be done solo or in a group. They've also got open world hunts with a few different variants here. So there are elite hunts and then boss hunt challenges, and these are basically exactly what you think they would be. You've got this large roster of both elite enemies and bosses that are just out in the world. They're just located in the zones, right? So you track what you want the reward for, you go out to the location where it's marked, you find and eliminate it, and then you collect the reward that you were after. So I was able to go out pretty easily and take the elites down. They seemed pretty clearly soloable. The bosses were not, at least for my character and or my power level. Now maybe this is something that if you have one of the damage focused characters and you happen to be highly geared or even over geared, maybe you could take out these bosses solo, but I had no chance. I just wasn't dealing enough damage. I actually could tank a lot of the boss's damage, but maybe I could have done it, but it would have taken like 60 minutes for me to work down the boss's health. I was just nowhere close to having enough damage to deal with this boss. So it's probably something that particular classes or once you reach a certain gear.
Man, pause. Man, I'm super excited for this. I just let me in. Let me in. We'll see. We'll see.
My experience in the time that I played, I couldn't even take out.
Honestly, chat, we may
just putting out that
maybe watch like
and then they also have
one or two more, but
world bosses. From
we
what I can
can't
tell,
get
these are
in.
very
We may have to
large
just
and
wait.
actually require a group. From what I saw,
Unfortunately,
and
if that's the case, I might
people. So really curious to see.
Honestly, go back and take another nap
This was an option in the playtest though.
for a few hours, and then
I went to the boss location. I was like,
come back.
This is definitely absolutely not going to happen. They've got class trials, which I thought were really cool. Essentially, these are aimed at letting you practice your class's role and mechanics in the PvE setting, giving you a particular task to complete within this arena. And
Okay, dude, I think I'm really gonna like this because there's so much to do.
Damage, tank, and healing. And there are.
They're like, oh, the one guy was like, oh, you can't really grind, but like, if I can just go out and grind, you know, materials for fucking 4 hours to build my house, like, I'm doing that. You know?
Survive huge boss attacks without my health dropping below a certain level, or to drag mobs into my allies' damage-dealing abilities, or to face huge boss cone attacks away from the rest of my team. Basically, it's like teaching you the mechanics of the role in these group contents. And again,
That's pretty cool. It gives you like a little tutorial for your class. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool stuff. They've got the life skills in this game as well, gathering and crafting professions, tons for pretty much all of what you expect. Go out there, harvest resources, use those resources to make various gear and items and weapons and all of that. Potions, they've got alchemy. They also have fishing in the game. You'll come across various spots, obviously near the water, while you're out in the world, and there'll be like a little actually highlighted area. You go there, you hit the I want to fish icon, and then it's going to have you fishing. You got a % chance to get up all sorts of different rarity fishes, which you'll use for other stuff. They also have a lot of different social events, like literally has a built-in sync to dancing with other people who are nearby button. So there'll be certain areas and certain time periods where there's like a whole bunch of music playing and people can go over there and you can all sync up your dance.
Yeah, I think I might watch the rest of this one, and then I might honestly. Which game is this? It'll be Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It's a new anime MMORPG. It's free to play. They're doing the closed beta test right now. I do have a key. I'm just waiting for them to activate my account, and then I can play. But apparently they only have one guy activating all the accounts, and it's an intern. He's not even getting paid for it. If you do want to try, if you want to check it out, I think the website's PlayVSR. If you join the Discord, you might be able to get a lucky drop code. They are unfortunately out for the day, but I think sure tomorrow they'll have some more.
So like I mentioned, all those different types of
yeah, you know, I was super excited. Got like I laid down at like 5:30. Had Jay, one of the homies, call me at like 6:17 to wake me up.
And that works for all of the progression.
Cause I you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get up, shower, put in the code, and then instantly play. I should have known better. So
it's pretty simple. You level up, you get points, and you spend those points. And it actually comes in the form of currency. You spend that currency. There's a base class tree.
I should have freaking known better.
Passives to increase your effectiveness in combat and your damage dealing.
But it's okay. I think, like I said, I think we might watch the rest of this one, maybe one more.
Specializations that cater to different play styles.
But
yeah, you go down to your base
if we
tree,
don't get in by the time,
and again, it's one of those things where
I guess the next video's done. I think I might might go back to sleep, take a nap, give it a couple hours, and then come back and see if we can play, because it's only 10:30, and I plan on playing all day today. So if we get in, hopefully we get in.
For customizing how your personal space looks. You can even invite people in to check out your home and like hang out in there, do whatever.
And also, I'm gonna be in the character creation for probably like a solid 45 minutes.
store, and that store includes pretty much all of the same stuff that other free-to-play MMOs nowadays have. So yes, of course, they're gonna sell cosmetics. They'll have different cosmetics, and the valuable ones.
I'm kind of indifferent. I'm kind of hoping that I can get in because I want to play, but at the same time, I would like to get a couple more hours of sleep. I would like to get a couple more hours of sleep.
And by purchasing that, you get 30 days of boost to a bunch of stuff like increase to your storage.
The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is this is a free to play, so I'm obviously they're gonna be heavy on the pay to win stuff, but I think how they're doing it is like a lot of the pay to win stuff is cosmetic items.
This has you spending a currency where you roll for a random chance
So
to pull one of
that I can deal with. If it was like you pay for like, you know, the best weapons and the best armor, then yeah, I'd be like,
here's the percent chance to get each of the different kinds, and again, it's a cosmetic gacha. It's exactly what you think it is. Now, I didn't feel the need to engage with any of this stuff while I was playing, but I also only played for 15 hours. I'm sure at some point it would kick in later down the road where like, hey, I probably want that monthly card, right? Like the increased convenience stuff, the increased storage, the reduction in talent, taxes, the daily bonus currencies, all that stuff would be nice if I'm playing on a regular basis. When it comes to these free-to-play games, though, I'm always like, hey, if I'm enjoying it and I'm playing it for a while, I'm happy to spend some money. In fact, typically with games like this, like I'll usually buy the monthly card for while I'm playing, and then by the time the card expires, I'm usually done playing as well. It's just how it happens to work out, right? Now, as for some initial feedback,
kind of in the same boat with that.
15 hours,
But I think this will definitely.
What it is, but within that time frame, I think they could change up the flow to how things start. And really, what I'm talking about here is I think I felt like I spent a majority of my first like 1.5 to 2 hours talking to NPCs and watching cutscenes with only a few moments of actual combat in between. I would like that to almost be the inverse, if anything, or just a better balance between the two. I feel like there should be more combat and more action and more of me playing the game in the initial experience. I also I found it a little off-putting that the game just starts you out with like your 5 class abilities immediately unlocked. Now, as I mentioned, there are more that you can unlock and swap the ones that you want to use, but in MMOs, I generally prefer where like we start, maybe there's a bit of narrative, and then we get into combat, but you keep it simple. You give me 1, maybe 2 abilities and my basic attacks, and then you introduce me to the new abilities and mechanics. And it doesn't have to be over the course of 20 hours, right? Like, I'm not saying, like, I don't want to get 5 abilities until I'm 15 hours in, but maybe you should introduce me to those 5 abilities within the first 30 to 60 minutes instead of immediately starting out with them and then having to spend time, like, mousing over each one and reading about exactly what they do and trying to intuit how they will interact. Intuit it to me, show me through progressing from the base level to getting all 5, and then have the story woven in between. But right now, it was very story and dialogue and cutscene heavy, with moments of combat in between. And those moments of combat, I'm like, I've got 5 abilities and I really don't, like, I'll just hit them. You figure it out over time, you figure it out by reading it. But just like if I had any feedback or suggestion to the intro experience, that would be it. Beyond that, though, like, I quite enjoyed the game's combat. I love the traverse.
I mean, I like doing that though. Like, I like reading all the abilities and trying to figure out combos. So for me, I like that. But I do get it. Like, it would be nice to, you know, progress the unlocking of abilities.
Checking out more zones and actually diving into endgame and all of that. But that just about does it for our preview.
Like how some games where it's like you have to attack the mobs with that attack. And like you're like, oh, okay, attack with your this, and you know, do a whirlwind. It'll cause a whirlwind.
Once we get closer to release and once actual launch happens. Hoping, of course, to see more endgame, but also to actually engage in group content, because this preview test, it was fairly limited. Like, I only saw a handful of people running around. There just weren't a lot of people populating the server, so there wasn't anyone really around to do the group stuff with or to see.
Okay. Wait, did we skip this one? 200-hour review? Okay.
Soon,
I mean, I feel like we kind of have to.
And we'll see a hike in electricity bills. All because Congressman Juan Ciscomani voted to cut clean energy.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, so yeah, what we'll do is we'll watch this one. And if by the end of it, or at the end of it, we'll check and see if we got in. If we haven't, then I think I will end the stream there, at least for now. We'll find somebody who's playing, or who, at least got in and is playing. We'll raid them, kind of keep the community going. And then, yeah, I'm probably gonna sleep for like a couple hours, to get a little more refreshed. And then I will be back, whether we're playing Blue Protocol or GTA. If we're not able to get in Blue Protocol when I get back, just jump on some GTA for a while, and we'll keep checking. Let's see if we get in Blue Protocol, but for now, let's get into this.
I went through a phase where I wanted to find and play anime-style games, and if you're like me, you're probably also aware of what that's like. You find plenty of one-off single-player anime games that are great for the first time around, but don't scratch the long-term itch of the specific mental illness you have, or I have. I'm just trying to be relatable. A year ago, I found out about this game called Blue Protocol Star Resonance, which is basically a video game isekai anime, but they removed the part where you die in real life. I've been playing on the CN servers in my own time long before this video was sponsored, so in today's video, I'll be giving you guys an experienced look at Blue Protocol Star Resonance and going over the good and the bad so that you can decide if this game's for you. My name is Braxophone, but you can call me Brax, and let's get into it. For those of you who don't know, Blue Protocol Star Resonance is a live service multiplayer anime game on PC and mobile with diverse content including social experiences, casual collection, skill progression,
Yo, that's crazy. You get a giant freaking mount.
And solo content. It has guilds, raids, dungeons, and for a very niche but dedicated target audience, fishing. Yes, Blue Protocol Star Resonance is a true MMORPG, and after playing it for about a month now, I can confidently say that they really nailed what many players have been looking for over the past few months. So you might be wondering to yourself now, well, Brax, what makes Blue Protocol Star Resonance so special? Well, if you subscribe right now, I'll tell you. And if you don't subscribe right now, I'll tell you also, but you should just hit the subscribe button right below the video. What I've really enjoyed about Star Resonance so far is that they take a lot of the functional, proven to work parts of popular MMOs, like complex and challenging boss design with mechanics that you actually have to practice and learn, and mold it all into real-time action combat. On gameplay design, there are currently 8 classes with more being added over time, and each class has a unique skill tree and set of abilities. Unlike some MMOs, you can't have every single class ability equipped due to the limited 4 expertise skill slots. But because of that, each skill carries a lot more weight, and there are multiple different ways to build each class. For example, Shield Knight can be built to dish out a solid damage while having some sustaining tools, or it can be built as a reminder that healers are optional. Each class has multiple different class resources, and in some class builds, you just ignore some of the resources to min-max the other ones, which allows for a lot of class diversity. There are different skill trees for every class, and you have limited skill points that you can spend at the moment, so you'll have to choose your spec carefully, is what I would say if you couldn't reset it whenever you want. There's so much room for min-maxing your class and editing your playstyle, and though there will be a meta for every class, you at least have the variability and option to play off meta if you prefer that, or if you just need to for special content. You can also get in the game and swap between them, though you'll need to progress your class
Give me the meta!
gear again. So I found it best to progress one class very far and catch up other classes later, since resources can be pretty hard to come by. And just as a side note, the gameplay itself is so fun and polished compared with some of the other anime MMOs I've played. Your movement abilities improve as you level.
So, from what I've heard from a couple videos, is like pick a solid class first that you want to play, and then progress other ones. So, I guess I'm gonna have to decide if I want to be choppy stab, or if I want to be planty heals.
With more levels unlocking more jumps, wall sticking and jumping, flight, and more. The combat feels weighty, and with each class having its own unique gauges and playstyles, it feels incredibly unique. Like an eel wearing a tuxedo or something. On each character, you also get 2 bonus ability slots for a type of gear called Battle Imagines, which allow you to summon or become the one that you slot, and each one will have unique abilities and passives. There's 38 different Battle Imagines in the game as of making this video, so there's a lot of different ways to build and play your class. There is a major downside to the Imagine system though, and it's that it can take an extremely long time to farm the high tier ones. You get 2 daily keys for elite and boss monsters, and they have a small chance to drop one of the major pieces you need in order to craft an Imagine. Some Imagines also take like 300 of these. Now, I wouldn't personally classify Star Resonance as a gacha game, since you build your own characters and can grind out the gear as much as you want. But the biggest issue with the game, in my opinion, is that there is a gacha for Imagines. Every Imagine in the game can be crafted by free-to-play players, but the time sink is pretty absurd due to the daily drop limitations. I've been playing on CN server for a while, and on my main character, I have never pulled on the gacha even a single time with free-to-play currency or paid currency. I've never spent the gacha currency given to me either. I've just literally never pulled it. I didn't want to use it because I wanted to see how clearable the content is with a character that never uses the gacha on just principle alone, and I was able to get good enough Imagines to clear the end game raid. Now, I'm not saying gacha is justifiable, but if you can do it without gacha at all, then even unlucky players can still enjoy the game. I do, however, see potential issues with the future of raid content, since in every other MMO on the market, if you're gonna do World's First Race, everyone has best in slot gear and is on an even playing field, and to get true best in slot gear, like the very best possible in the game, you're probably gonna have to spend money, which is gonna make the World Race feel really uneven for most people. So I do hope that in the future they run some events that make it easier to get best in slot, or just up the drop rates. Speaking of rates though, there is one saving grace. The rates on the gacha are not amazing, but you can buy Imagines on the player market from other people. So for example, if Wales decides
There's a player market?
Imagines, you can purchase them, which will help you gear up.
There's a fucking player market? We're about to be fucking rich.
Free-to-play player.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's pretty pricey, but it's not out of reach for free-to-play players. But overall, people who do spend money
I don't think you realize, like, in WoW, like, it got to the point where all I was doing was just playing the auction house. Like, I would just log in, play on the auction house, like, look at all the auctions I can get, buy them, sell them, and then log off.
purchase on the player market should players choose to sell them, and based on my experience with the CN servers, people will definitely be selling them. The player market in this game is interesting because prices aren't 100% up to players, but they are up to players within a decent margin of cost. Almost everything in this game is marketable, meaning everyone has a chance to get most cosmetics, and there are a lot of them. Like every other good MMO, fashion is endgame, meaning that you're probably gonna find ERPers, and it's up to you to look the most cool, hot, or deranged. Outfits and pieces are interchangeable and dyeable with multiple channels, so you can make the most ugly, abhorrent eyesore in anime gaming history and force everyone to look at it. Alternatively, you can make your character look very cute and spend thousands of dollars on art commissions. The biggest area for improvement on cosmetics is that I would like there to be more of them. Please put them everywhere, in every piece of content, in every dungeon, in every garbage can. There's an outfit gacha for specific looks, but I don't really care about that because it doesn't affect how I play the game at all. There's no stats or anything for it. The character creator in Star Residence is great. It has tons of options for variable hairstyles and colors, face sculpts, and even body sizes that can affect what options you have for the rest of customization. You can re-customize your character in-game with a ticket you can get with free-to-play currency, and beyond that, there's also even more unlockable hairstyles within the game and also on the market board. All of these customizable aspects within Star Residence massively enhance the social experience, whether you're a solo player or someone playing with a guild. And there's no shortage of social content either. And no, I'm not talking about fishing, but there is fishing. There's a lot of fishing. There are major benefits to joining a guild, such as guild challenges and bonus rewards, and an exclusive guild shop that allows you to use guild-earned currency for extra goodies. One of the major bonuses for joining a guild is that if you play with guildmates in some content, it actually gives you bonus stats. And I guess as a side note, there's also customizable player-owned housing, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even touched that. Having a guild can also be helpful for finding players.
Dude, I'm gonna be, that's where I'm gonna be. Building the freaking guild base.
Interesting because they have different tiers of difficulty that yield different rewards, and the difficulty actually spikes by a lot. The higher you go, the more complex the mechanics become, requiring you to perform the mechanics given to you by your developer overlords or perish. And of course, the harder the content, the better the rewards. A lot of my viewers are gacha game players and know how it feels to have a stamina system for gear, and the good news here is that there is no stamina for grinding out dungeon gear. You can run dungeons infinitely for rewards and use all of that gear on your different classes. The only thing where there is a weekly limit on is your raids, which is a pretty normal thing for an MMO. Speaking of which, I've actually done the normal version of the first endgame raid on the CN server. This is the easiest version and it has actual mechanics, which I'll be honest, aren't very difficult, but they're more complex than anything I've seen in other anime MMOs, since those are usually gacha games. The main difference in difficulty is that in Star Resonance, you can't just swipe until you can one-shot the boss or kill them in like 3 seconds. It doesn't work that way. Even if you get the best imagines possible, the stat differences are not going to be so significant that you can just roll all content. You still have to do all the mechanics. And even in the normal version of the raid, if you screw up the mechanics, it can result in a party wipe and a reset. There are 2 more tiers of difficulty above the one that I played, with new mechanics, less telegraphs, and more punishing fail states. And you have no idea how happy I am about that.
So, what's the verdict? Gorgeous.
Going back to the topic of limitations though, there is a stamina system. I know, I'm not a fan either. This system is for your open world skills like mining, smithing, foraging, etc. You can actually farm these infinitely too, but the tradable and extra useful materials for things like gear upgrades, gem slotting, and alchemy are all tied to your 400 daily stamina, which caps at 2,000, so you can miss 5 days without overcapping. This sort of thing prevents bots from flooding the market with items, which is oftentimes a problem in free-to-play MMOs, but overall, I do wish that the stamina system just didn't exist, since it can become a barrier to overall player enjoyment when they can't progress as quickly as they'd like. But with that said, it hasn't stopped me from enjoying every second of this game that I've played. I don't think Star Residence is a perfect game, but it's also a game that competes with MMOs that have been on the market for over 10 years, and in some cases 20. Every new MMORPG suffers from the same issues. They don't use a subscription model so that the game is more accessible to players, but it requires they put more monetization in. There isn't enough content at launch because people are used to having multiple expansions worth of things to go through. And of course, many new MMORPGs lock power behind a paywall and make the content unenjoyable for new and free-to-play players. But Star Resonance has shown promise in every single one of those directions, and honestly, as far as the monetization stuff is concerned, I don't even really think it's that big of a problem. From my 200 hours of playtime, my biggest complaints have been about there being gacha in the game and about daily crafting and gathering stamina, but the game has been incredibly enjoyable for me, and the endgame content made the journey worth it. The feeling that I got when playing this game for the first time was nostalgic, not in that the systems feel old, but more so in that it gave me the excitement of starting a brand new long-term adventure, and reminded me of the most fun times I've had raiding and doing content with my friends. I have so much to say that I don't think I can fit into this video, so I ended up just writing a list of things I love about the game and things that I need improvement. In my opinion, the things that need improvement are the daily commissions are very repetitive, excessively so for an MMO. There are always daily quests in MMOs, but you get a lot of repeats. There's a gacha and therefore pay for progress. You can convert real money to in-game money via the player market board, which doesn't really affect anything long-term since you can still get everything as a free-to-play player, but it just kind of feels bad. Life skilling is fake infinite. You can infinitely farm nodes, but you won't get the important progression items every time unless you spend stamina. And lastly, tanks are too strong, and they don't rely on healers enough. Healers are not very complex to play due to the lack of the tab targeting system, and honestly, as a tank, I've just kind of never died. Like, it's just never happened. There are some negatives, and it can feel...
Well, that gives me all I need to know about Plants Plant to Heals. I still do want to look at it to see, like, the Verdant Oracle, to see if I can just become, like, a pure DPS Oracle. If I can, that'd be sick. I might do that. But if I can't, then the blade, Soul Blade.
Feel overwhelming, but I don't want to pretend problems don't exist just for the sake of confirmation bias. Overall, the positives way outweigh the negatives for me, because the gameplay feels genuinely amazing compared with other games in its genre. The mobility is fantastic.
And the only thing I think I won't like is you saying about the mining, like the resources, like you can mine the resources, but you don't get like the good things from it. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is, because like if I can just still get like resources to build the house, like I can just farm that all day, then okay, cool. But if like, you know, if I can only get so many items I need to build the house, like that'll be
fantastic. The game is completely free to play, meaning anyone can play it on their mobile device or on PC, and it has a sub-equivalent option, which is basically just the Battle Pass. If you like sub-based MMOs and you want more resources, the Battle Pass is the way to go. There's infinite grind for dungeon gear. You can do content infinitely. There's complexity to all of the classes that allow for different playstyles and skill expression. It has complex and interesting boss mechanics. Most of the social content in the game can be done solo. Some of, if not most of, the shop items can be gained through free-to-play means or by trading. The endgame raid content is challenging. There is an auto battle option for people who are not as good at using their mobile device but still want to play, but the best part is that it's not as strong as using manual input, which means that skill expression and playing the game yourself actually matters. And the most important thing of all of these is that no gameplay in the game is locked behind a paywall. As a free-to-play player, all gacha gear can be crafted, and a majority of the gachas are on the market board for you to just buy from whales who get extras that they want to sell. On top of that, you are going to get free-to-play currency, so it's not like the gacha is completely inaccessible to you. But as I've mentioned before, I've been playing on CN and I've never pulled the gacha a single time, and I already cleared endgame raid, so do with that information what you will. Overall, guys, the movement and the gameplay feels amazing and improves as you level up. Everything from a gameplay perspective is super polished, the boss fights are engaging, and playing with friends is an incredible experience. I was gonna make this video regardless of whether or not I got sponsored, because this is just a game I've been very excited about for a long time, and man did it deliver. With that said, I'd highly recommend you guys check out Blue Protocol Star Resonance, and you can pre-register using my link down in the description and pinned comment in this video. When this game officially releases, I'll be starting my own guild and hosting tons of guild events and playing with viewers, so if you want to join or if you need any help, make sure to follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/Brax and join my Discord to interact with the community. Thanks for watching, everyone, and subscribe if you love and support women.
Okay. All right, now for the moment of truth. Come on, please. Come on, please. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna close it out of it entirely. And with the Star Launcher. Wait. All right. So yeah, if we can't get in, then we're gonna go ahead and close the stream for now, and then I want to take a nap, nappy nap, and then I'll be back. Let's see who. In the meantime, can we raid? Oh shit! All right, never mind. No, I guess we're not going to sleep. Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh shit. Damn, she's thicky. Can I? Are we ready to go back? I don't know if there's a way to go back. Well. What? Bro, this is crazy. This is just like presets. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Why is it orange? Or what is this orange? Oh. What? You get up here. Oh, you're up there. Hi. What? On the little meeper. I do like this hairstyle though. The only issue is like, why is it? What's with this orange? I want that orange. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Big old boobas. Dicky. Okay. Okay. Lado/Spec. Stormblade wields a Reaper Scythe, which is sick. Excelling in close range combat, switches seamlessly between Scythe and Longsword swarms, delivering precise area strikes. Okay. Agility crit, nice. Agility, haste, luck. I want crit mastery. Use Moon Strike as a special attack between 3 Thunder Siege. Which is special attack will link the Moon Blade. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, can I pick between them?
Oh, Squid, you there?
Huh?
Oh, hey, I got in.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, nice.
Jesus class, let's go. Let's go. Made my character.
That's what I'm doing right now.
And now we in this bitch. We in this bitch. Oh. Hey. The good kitty. The goodest kitty. Yeah, so much for getting getting a nap.
Yeah, as soon as I got it, I was like, "Oh shit! I gotta see if I can get hold of the squid."
Dude, I was literally like, after I watched the last video, I was literally about to be like, all right, cool. We're gonna check this, and if it's not there, then we're gonna take a nap. Fucking, of course, course. All right.
Basically, was threaten them with a knot.
Not gonna lie, my character, she hot. She hot. Read the letter.
Are you streaming right now, right?
Yup.
Where at?
Wait, what?
Where are you streaming?
Oh, Twitch.
What is your Twitch?
Squidkp.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Easy. To someone deep in slumber, did you sleep well? I hope you're fully rested by the time your eyes reach this letter. I've left new clothes by the window. I took liberty discarding old ones. You're welcome. When you're ready, come downstairs. Behold the most radiant young girl in the crowd. Her brilliance eclipsing the stars. You'll know it's me. Looking forward to seeing you. Okay. Okay. Bro, Al, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. By the window, though, there really is a new outfit. Did Arona leave? Okay.
Alright, let's get this character creation going.
Bro, this looks so good.
I'm trying to see your person real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
Do a little. Let me do a little. Let me do a little.
All right.
Let me do a little. Do a little one of these. I can post it on the guild. Bam. So people are like, oh shit, what? Oh my god. You're actually in the what?
Oh, this is gonna take me a little bit. How long did it take you?
Only like 10 minutes. After I like actually figured it out, you know.
Yeah.
Save as. I'm gonna go with. Actually, what we're going to do. This.
I got it. How are you gonna be posting?
All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Pick up. I might need to change that to E. See to open the profile. Okay. One blade, adventure skills. Ooh. Yeah. Novice tunic. Armor level 10, perfection. Armor 26. Agility 18. Oh, wait, what? First piece of armor obtained at the beginning of the journey. Welcome to the city where the sea breeze blows. Start your adventure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got some cool ass gloves. Some shoes. Okay. Yeah. I do want to see if I don't want camera shake. Shake. Volume. Overhead? Yeah, we want the name and title. What? Come on now. Keyboard prompts. Oh, you can play with this controller? Oh shit. Jay's gonna be happy about that. Yo, I'm looking for motion blur. Language? Guess it's just bedroom. Good. Oh. I want to try this out. Okay. Much at all. Oh, y'all can't even hear it. Shit.
What? まず、有り金と貴重品は預かるわね。
Why is this? Yes, alright, so is it? Should be. What? Guess I just gotta do display. Alright, well, stupid.
Ah, 誤解しないでください。
数日前、依頼でゴブリンに取られた食料を取り返しに行ったの。ゴブリンはすぐ倒せたわ。でもよく見たら、あなたがお鍋の中で美味しく煮込まれてたの。見捨てるわけにはいかないでしょ。だからここまで運んであげた。何か思い出せた？つまり全部忘れちゃった？
I don't remember.
そんな、じゃあ自分のことは思い出せる？名前、家族、出身、何か覚えてない？この真剣な目、嘘のようには見えないわね。じゃあどう呼べばいいかしら。せっかくだからインパクトのある名前にしましょうか。
Well, you need a name. How about something memorable, like Sexy Steamer King or Goblin Hunter?
ゴブ狩りの兄貴とか。
Then you must be Shining Scallion. Then you must be Evil Green Gradient.
なんてこと。私に並ぶネーミングセンスの人に出会え。
I guess we'll just use same one I use for everything.
じゃあこれからはその名前で呼ぶわ。よろしくね。それはそうと、さっきのサービス価格の話は覚えてる？ 8999 ルーのアステルリーズ最安値なんだけど、払えるよね？嘘。まさか。
当てが外れましたか、アルーナさん。助けた相手はもんなし。やれやれ。あれほど今月こそは下宿代を払うと言っていた。
マスター、長い
その長い付き合いでたまった下宿代が2年と3ヶ月分。それにそちらの宿代でプラス1日。悪いが、もう1ヶ月以内に全額支払うこと。それが無理なら。
わかりました。
Dang. I'm a defender.
いい心がけです。だが、今回の費用はすべてアルーナ様が持つ約束でして、あなたが払う必要はありません。
命の恩人を見捨てるなんて、そんなことはしないわよね。宿代も新しい服も面倒見てあげたんだから、せめてありがとう、我が友よ。私がこの名にかけて誓うわ。 あなたをアステルリーズ一番のお金持ちにしていい場所があるの。お金が簡単に手に入って新しい服やごちそうまでゲットできるの。もちろんいくらよね。
早くも悪巧みですかな。最終期限まであと。
じゃあ出発しましょう。
Okay. Wait, what? Let's go.
アルーナさんが本気を出せば何せか。
Okay. Tricky problem. Oh, it's an item. Okay. What's up, Dale? Hey there, friend. Nice weather today, isn't it? I guess it is. I guess it is. He's a fisher. Okay. Say how to chat with a cat? What in the laundry station? Okay. Yo, this sword is taller than me, bro. Like, what? Wait, are you in the same boat? What's that? Okay. Talk too much, Dennis.
ここは交易都市アステルリーズ。活気と驚き
We're not cities now, the most vibrant city in all the plains. It's full of life and surprises. Vast artisans forge powerful weapons from barbarian legacies. Fashion designer showcases dazzling new looks. Culinary enthusiasts gather in the food district, trading recipes and hunting for flavor. I really feel like.
ここなら
It feels like
何で
we're.
も叶えられ
Whatever
そ
you're
うじゃ
searching
な
for,
い
you'll find it here.
きっと気に入るわ
You're going to
この
fall
街
in
の
love with the
こと
city. I just know it. Well, I hope so. Any more loot? Oh. Yep. Oh, more stuff. Yeah. Loots. Yeah. Yeah. Something else in there? Nope. What? Bun. Giant Bun. Ingram Hub. Oh, shit.
.説明してあげるわ。今アステルリーズは年に一度の
Seafood
開封
Festival.
祭。これは私たちに開封祭はこの町が一番盛り上がるお祭り。つまり、
Okay.
私たちお財布空っぽコンビにはぴったりなお祭りなの。ちなみに私の現在の所持金はさてこの賑やかな場所が海風通りこの開封祭のさあ楽しい開封
Okay. Legendary. Oh, okay. Got me a little
どうしたの
card.
まあちょっとした事情があってねちょっと疑いの目で見ないでくれる自己プロデュースは大事なとはいえ顔が売れてもお腹は膨れないのよね 冒険者の稼ぎなんて苦労の割にはスズメの涙。それにこの綺麗な髪も毎日お手入れ必要でしょ。まだ疑ってるでしょう。いいわ、後で買いた。
Win some prizes. Free loot, free loot. What's this? Free loot, free loot. Kitty. Oh, it's Pupper. Oh, he's playing dead. Chicken. See, okay, okay. Oh snap. Oh snap. We got a pose. Beauty bundle. Hairstyle voucher. Okay.
What class did you go with?
Storm blade. Your bubble wand, what? Which region? Westerlies. Scott? Maybe? Oh. Okay. I got a bubble wand, the bubble stick. Okay. Sick. Fill up registration forms. It's down. Oh shit. The fuck is that? Square? L2. Oh, that's cool.
I can't decide on the class. I was gonna go with the mode. Now I see them all, and I'm like,
I like this. Gotta be a prize. Choose my favorite. The alchemy person stars. Okay. I want the earmuffs. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
hey, buddy.
hey,
Hi.
You got in.
you got in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then.
How is it?
Picking my character right now.
What type of sliders they got? It was a joke. It was a joke, guys.
What?
I was like, what type of sliders they got? All
Right now, I'm trying. I'm deciding on a class. I was gonna go Stormblade, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at Marksman right now.
I already know who I'm playing.
Cool.
Either the Heavy Knight or what's the sword and shield guy? I forgot his name.
It's the Heavy Guardian and the Shield Knight.
Probably the Shield Knight, the Paladin.
On a roll.
That's who
Okay.
I'm going.
Hit the honor roll. Ooh, number one. Number one.
So is everybody in the guild playing?
I don't think everyone has the key yet.
Hey.
So I was watching.
Oh, the good kitty.
I was watching details on the game.
ちょっといいかい
You want to hear some of it?
あんたが祭り中でチャンピオンの座を総ざらいしたスーパールーキーだね。
But you're like it.
ぱっと見
It's not gonna
ど
spoil
こにでもいる
anything, it's just
凡人に
highlights.
しか思えないけど俺はなれる回覧すら道を譲り天地すべてこの祭りは本来
Narulu?
俺の超越した実力を見せつけ
Narulu!
る最高の舞台になるはずだった
Challenges that you
なの
can
に
do.
あんたがそれを台無しにしたんだ
Speak English,
なんか
please.
ごちゃごちゃ言ってるけど、つまり思い出した。ナルルってそっかそっか。
出たな噂の勝者の陰でルーノを数える海風通りの覇者よ俺は宣言する今日一日
We're rivals now, I guess.
必死
Okay.
にルーノを稼いでたけどもしかして金欠かあんたらは最近話題の平原の怪異を聞いたことあるかそれだけじゃない
Marvelous.
交易もほぼ止まってるらしいんだどこでも売ってたそこで開拓局が高額の懸賞金をかけて俺は年齢制限で応募とにかくルーノに
顔を真っ赤にして逃げちゃった。
Oh. Oh. Always keep a box of healing aromatic in your backpack for emergencies to prevent sudden fainting. Okay, enhance your weapon. The Artisan Guild, find a legacy expert. Pack sufficient food. Treasure chest. Wander on the plains more often. Careful of darkness. Okay. Don't say you're so cute to monsters, they might take it serious. Oh my god.
Can I
Don't
tell
take
you
it.
one thing? It's not gonna tell you anything about the game.
Huh?
It's just gonna tell you what it resembles.
Okay, that's it.
豪華な冒険用品だ。こんなにくれるなんて悪意はなさそうね。そういえばナルルが言ってた平原。
Okay, okay. I see, I see. Oh, Vol, what's up, dude? Sao my thing? Wanna do that? Suck my thing? Hey, he's already got a cute boy. Is there any way I can zoom in on the? So, look at him. Oh, big boy. That dude's got some big ass hands. What the fuck? He's got like of gloves on. What the hell? How you doing today, Trev?
What are you talking to me?
Someone sent me a message on Twitch.
マグナ大陸の南にある豊かな大地よ。点在するバファリア親族の遺跡にはまだたくさんのバファリア遺産が眠るの。神秘的だけど危険もあるわ。それに数年前のバーンハルト公国との独立戦争がまだこの地に傷跡を残してる。戦火により失われた村だってあるわ。それでもこの広大さと美しさは変わらない。
Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
There's an aspect from Sword Art Online in the game.
Okay. Do you feel better?
Okay. Can I hold this? Oh shit, I can. Okay, so my skills. Alright, yeah, I need to like just some settings for sure.
Oh, let me see your screen. Shoot.
Well, I gotta pop over to the other Discord anyway, because I gotta stream for Gay. So I'll meet you over there. See you later, Squid.
Bye.
Squid.
Oh, actually, I'm assuming your name is the same in game.
No, it's Zilana, Zilana. I will.
Tell me in the chat for me anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. Meet me over there, Rob.
Alright. Bye, Squid.
Bye.
I'll be on later.
Okay. There we go, okay. Ouch. So... what are my basic skills? So that one's basically like a a quick chop, like. And I'm like, what? Busted. Okay, okay. Got them. What is that one? Okay. We hit him with like the. Oh! Oh shit. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Okay, I see. I see. Whoops! I don't think I wanted to do that. Whoops. Oh, it costs a thing? We don't want to use that. Do you know what the objectives are? Doing that, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. So we go choppity chop. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, so what is it? This. Yeah, Why is the UI so small? Oh. Busted, dusted, busted and dusted. Oh, motherfucker. This thing. Dropped him. Busted, 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 dusted, dusted. Drop. Oh. Yeah. That's amazing. I'm talented. Level 3. Let's go. Yeah. As much as I want to keep playing chat, I think I need to. I think I need to go take a couple hour nap, so that I can keep playing this. So I do want to play this the rest of the day. I gotta work tomorrow at 9 a.m. But like I said, if I get a couple hours of sleep now, I'll play for like a solid 7 hours or so. So I'm gonna take me a nap. I think what I'll do is, yeah, I'll just find someone to raid real quick. So I'm over here, like, as much as I want to play right now, dude, I'm falling fucking asleep. So I'm gonna go take a nap real quick. Blue protocol. Assault resonance. Find a low viewer. Yeah. Chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think I'll just end it. But yeah, I will be back in a couple hours. I'm gonna take me a like 2-hour nap. But then we'll be back and we'll be doing the damn thing. Hopefully Jay will be back on too, and we can run through with him as well. All right, chat. I love y'all. Thank you all again. Semper for the raid, dude. I appreciate you so much. Lucifer, Dark Scorpion, and Owl. Thank you all so much, and Uwu, thank you for the Prime as well. That means way more to me than you know. Yeah, give me like a couple hours. I'm gonna go take a little sleep. Since I'm only got like less than an hour, I think, already asleep. But I will be back. We got logged in. We're doing the damn thing. We're doing Blue Protocol. And here's my spicy character. She cute. But alright, chat. I'll catch you in a few hours, alright? Bye bye. Bye bye.